Today, the focus turned to cleaning up and answering questions about why the tone of the protests changed so quickly. 3 News Now reporter Sydney Gray caught up with business owners and city leaders as they look toward the future.
John, good evening. I want you to take a good look at the area around me. This is the aftermath from last night's protest, and one man who was here taking photos says while he doesn't condone this, he says some people have simply had enough.
Messages will get said in some way, one way or another.
At least a dozen businesses were damaged following the protest.
A lot of people started coming through, knocked out the windows there. We're throwing rocks at the Furniture Row building, and then the police came through with a pretty strong presence, using tear gas and concussion grenades, and it was scary.
West Lane's bowling alley owner Michael Priscello says the damage is unfortunate, but he still supports the cause.
All for it, because I mean, this is a systemic problem in our country that's been here for hundreds and hundreds of years. Regardless of whether or not they break out a couple windows, I'm still, of course, a supporter of the cause.
Omaha police say they get it.
We are working through some tough times in this country, and Omaha is no different than anybody else, so it's understandable. It's understandable, the anger.
The peaceful protest turned violent around 7:30 after people began throwing rocks and bottles at officers. One man even had a weapon.
That individual was making threatening gestures and threatening behavior with that shotgun, and at that point in time we felt that that was a danger to the crowd and anybody who was there.
Police used tear gas and pepper balls. 21 people were arrested, 16 were white, 3 black, and 2 Hispanic.
Anger and frustration are not solved with violent actions. And last night, for a while, it was a peaceful demonstration and protest, and then it did turn violent. And when people turn violent and they deliberately destruct property, that's when the police have to move forward and they have to act.
Despite the violence, the chief says,
I am not deterred or disappointed in Omaha on any level. All the positive comments that I've consistently made about our great community continue today. Omaha has made great strides towards police-community relations.
An effort some business owners say they appreciate.
The customers and the staff all got home safely, and we can replace windows, we can't replace people.
In Omaha, Sydney Gray, 3 News Now.